Hi everyone, it's your girl Vicky Seal Speaks. Thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching the videos I've been posting so far. I've been talking about a series on narcissism. I've talked about what narcissism is about and the types of narcissism. Now, this video is about how to spot a narcissist from the first date or even from the first meeting there. And I really just pray that you would get knowledge about it. So here it goes. Now, when you go on a date with a narcissist, whether it's a grandiose, a covert narcissist, a malignant narcissist, or an overt narcissist, you must always watch out for, number one, the spotlight is always on them. The conversation is always about them. Even if they ask you, oh, how about you? How about this concerning you? The moment you just even talk small, they will find a way to get the conversation back to be about them, because they are always looking for how to, exaggerate their achievements, exaggerate, the things that they have done in their lives, even when it's a lie. They could go as far as telling you that they have a Benz that is parked in their compound worth 15 million. And they don't even have a Toyota Corolla to their name. And they could go as far as even trying to borrow it if you decide you want to still go ahead and you want to see it. So there's kind of people who lie about their achievements, who want to talk big and look pompous and look like they have it all together in their lives. Meanwhile, there's really nothing to it. If you really dig deep in, when you find out the truth, you will know that there was really nothing to them. Yeah. Now, number two, when you go out on a date or you're with them, you will notice they're very, very impatient. For example, now, if the waiter is taking long with the order, they could go as far as, trying to belittle or talk down at the waiter. And they're like, oh, I didn't even like this place in the first place. I just brought you here because I just felt, they're always very, very impatient and, they're always very jittery. So when you're on a date with a narcissist and they would want to talk down on the waiter or want to make the waiter feel small or want to, make themselves look big by talking bad about the waiter. And after they talk bad about the waiter, they will still want to tip the waiter so that they could confuse you a bit. So in as much as they make the waiter feel bad and make the waiter look bad and make the restaurant look bad, they will still want to give a tip so that you are confused as to, maybe he's a nice person, maybe she's a nice person or something like that. So they will always be impatient. They are never patient. They are always jittery when you go out with them. So you could just look out for that sign. Now, number three, because of their need for admiration, their need for to be looked at people, their need for their ego to be boosted, they will always want to sit in a place that they will be noticed. For example, you enter a restaurant now. A narcissist will never just sit in one place that people will not notice them. They want to sit in the middle. And you will notice that when they're sitting with you, their eyes are moving, because they are checking who else is admiring them. It's so funny. That's why it looks as if most guys, when a lady should pass or somebody's noticing them, you notice that their eyes are going like this. It happens mostly with the male narcissists, on this point. But there are female narcissists who do that because they are constantly trying to draw admiration and attention from people all the time. So they want to put themselves in a place that they are seen, they are noticed, and while you're talking to them, their attention is never just on you. You can never get their 100% attention. So you guys are having a conversation. This is, as a woman or as a man, you are trying to get to know the narcissist, because you are healthy in your mind and like, oh, I like this person, I want to get to know this person. But you notice that the narcissist is not concentrating. Their mind is, they turn here, they turn there, they look here, they look there, and you're wondering, can't you just concentrate? So their need for admiration is so excessive. They can't even control it. So they look for a place that, people would notice them, people would see them, and they try, you notice they're having eye contacts with people here and there. Why? Because they're trying to feed off people's admiration and while you are there. So look out for that sign. Now, the last one is what I call, the overall. This happens when you are done with the dates and you get home. And you're trying to think back and you say, okay, how did that date go? And it just dawns on you that the narcissist talked about 99.9% of his or herself, but was really less concerned about getting to know you. It was all about them. So when you sit back and you tell yourself the truth that, hey, this person was not really concerned about getting to know me or trying to understand my kind of personality. It was all about them, what they've achieved, what they intend to achieve, even if it's a lie. Just talking big about themselves and their achievements, talking big about plans, talking big about, oh, I plan to buy this, oh, I plan to do this program, oh, I plan to do this. But they don't have what it takes to achieve it. And then you now notice that, wow, I only talked about myself 20%. Now, that is the time for you to tell yourself the truth. That is the time for you to say, wow, man, I need to watch this person more closely to find out if this person is a narcissist, so that you don't get into trouble. And when a narcissist wants to love bomb you, which I'm going to be talking about, the 3 phases of narcissism, yeah? When a narcissist wants to love bomb you, they will come at you with everything they have. But it's left for you to sit down at this final resolve. This is the final resolve. When you're back home, you're not with the person and you're thinking about the person. It's not for you to now at this point say, oh, maybe he or she's not like that. Maybe on the next date. Nah. Be watchful from these signs I just mentioned. Like I said, number 1, the spotlights, and then the conversation is always about them. So you rarely talk about your own self. Even if you want to, they steal the conversation and make it about them. Now, number 2, they are very impatient and very jittery. Very. They don't know how to hide it because they feel so pompous and grandiose. So their personality will show. Except for, cases like a covert. They're always passive. But if you are very, very, very sensitive and aware, you will notice it. Yeah. So number 3, they like to be admired. So they will always pick a spot that people would notice them, and they're never concentrating on you. They're always looking here, looking there, trying to find out who else is admiring them, so it can help to boost their own ego. Yeah. The final one overall is a final resolve. When you are done with with the date and you've gone back home, or you're not with the person and you're thinking about how the date went. Ask yourself, was I able to talk about me? Or was I able to express me? Was it more about he or she telling, oh, this about me, saying 99.9% of themselves than, me being able to say even 20%. So if you can identify these signs and are true to yourself, you will notice that this person could be a narcissist, and be very watchful and careful before you give that person access to your life, so you do not get hurt. So from the beginning, you can see the signs, and then, as a Christian, I will always advise you should go back and pray and tell the Lord that, hey, I'm seeing so and so signs, Lord. Could this be this? Could this be that? Yeah. And then hear what the Lord will say to you about it, because the Lord doesn't want us to get hurt. He always wants us to have healthy relationships, so that in the long run, there's no much emotional damage or physical damage or mental, psychological damage. These are things that could be avoided from the beginning. So if you notice the signs, tell yourself the truth and lean back and watch and pray. So thank you so much for watching this video. Share to your friends and family if you find this content very useful, because narcissists are people we deal with on a daily basis. So we must create awareness so that we can actually protect ourselves and protect our space from us getting hurt in the long run. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Turn on the notification bell to know when I upload more videos. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.